Has Elliana found their fated werewolf mate? Every werewolf has one true love destined by the moon. We just flirted with Lou and we got that pop-up. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today we are going to go back into our werewolf gameplay with our werewolf, Elliana Grimm, and continue on with pursuing the werewolf pack that came out last week. I thought one of the things that we could do right off the bat is go ahead and take a look at Elliana's werewolf form and then see about maybe making some customizations to that form. So Elliana is here back in her house. So let's go ahead and go into cast and give her a bit of an updated look to her werewolf form. I'd like to take a closer look at it anyway. All right, so this is Elliana as a werewolf, which is, you know, they look pretty basic for the time being. So let's go ahead and do some editing of her coat pattern. Now, there's a lot of different options for werewolves, and you can do a lot of customization of this. So, like, for example, what if we want to make this a little bit lighter in color? So maybe we'll go a little lighter, or we could even go darker and make that darker. So I'm going to play around with this a little bit and get a look for Elliana that I like, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done and how I've made some changes. So I've edited Elliana's werewolf form a little bit. I've put a little bit of white on their head, kind of changed up the color of them a little bit, did a little bit of airbrushing on their back. So yeah, so this is Elliana in their werewolf form, which I think is good. So we're gonna leave it at that and continue on with gameplay and just kind of exploring and seeing what we can get up to with Elliana as a werewolf. Now, Elliana has the werewolf initiate aspiration, and we still have 3 objectives for this first level to complete. We need to level up to a runt. We need to experience a full moon, which I believe will be happening on Thursday. It's currently Monday afternoon in game. And then we need to read some werewolf books. Now, we did purchase some for Elliana to have here at their home. So I think what we'll do is we'll just have them read some of these werewolf books. Let's read Fanged Friends Forever and kind of work on checking some things off of that aspiration. There seem to be entire passages along the pages written in indecipherable language. The only thing Elliana can make out are some symbols that look like the moon. So Elliana still has 2 more trials to complete before she can officially join the Wild Fangs. And so I think maybe we'll work on getting that done. Oh, we have a new moodlet. Tense. Stronger than I thought from accidentally breaking something. Elliana will never quite get used to this newfound strength. For werewolves, sometimes even a mundane task becomes a challenge. Okay, and Elliana is really not very good at cooking either. They keep making really poor quality meals, which is unfortunate. So we need to repair this and eat this really bad food. So we are now on to our next day, and we're just having Elliana kind of go through the motions to get themselves ready for the day to come. I think we'll have them attempt to make something for breakfast, and hopefully that goes a little bit better than their dinner preparations. And then I think we'll go head over to the Wild Fang lair and see if we can do anything else, any more trials, so that Elliana can become a part of that, and probably read one more werewolf book and see what we can figure out from that. Maybe we'll do that first because it's still kind of early. All right, well, Elliana managed to make some decent food, and I think one of the trials was to bring some good, like some excellent quality food. So maybe we can try and bring some of our eggs and toast to the Wild Fangs, and maybe that will help us with our trial, and we can finish another one. Lunar Epiphany unlocked. Elliana can now start to decipher the strange markings found in the margin of werewolf books. What new knowledge is out there waiting to be discovered? Ooh, that's really interesting. Okay, so we now have unlocked Lunar Epiphany. So we've read our 3 werewolf books. Let's go over to the Wild Fangs now and see if we can bring them some food and if that will help us with our trial. But we need to get a serving first. So let's do that. All right, and let's head over to the Wild Fang. Let's interact with Rory a little bit as Rory is the pack leader. And let's then go. All right, here will be our trial. We will give excellent quality food of eggs and toast to Rory and see if that counts for one of our trials. It seems kind of like, I don't know. Is that kind of a lame trial? I don't know. We'll give it a try though and see if that works. Okay, we gave it to them, but did that work? Okay, apparently it did. All right, now let's discuss Lunar Epiphany. Since we just unlocked that, we might as well discuss the Lunar Epiphany, and then I think that might be enough for us to join the Wild Fangs. Asked to join the Wild Fangs. Okay, so we've completed our 3 trials. That actually wasn't as hard as I expected it to be. That was pretty straightforward. So now we're gonna ask Rory if we can join the Wild Fangs. Okay, before you join, remember that the Wild Fangs stand for embracing all aspects of werewolf life. We value 3 things the most. First, no lazy packmates. You'll actually have to contribute to the pack and help out. Second, stay on that grind. You've got to work to improve yourself as a werewolf. And third, we don't keep our talents limited to Moonwood Mill. You'll need to get out there and expand your horizons and maximize our impact everywhere. All right, sounds great. I am in. Okay, welcome to the pack. Elliana has joined the Wild Fangs at rank Omega. We have unlocked a bag of jerky bites delivered weekly, an issue of Bark magazine, and new pack exclusive interaction. All right, so we have learned some things. We've got some pack. Okay, we can challenge the leader for an alpha rank. We probably won't do that right now, but we can give them a packmate gift, which we don't really have anything great to give them. But we could, what if we transform ourselves right now? Then we'll become a werewolf with Rory. Oh, Elliana is now a werewolf runt. She is starting to get the hang of this werewolf thing. This sim has a new temperament that affects how she navigates the world and what causes fury to bubble over. Be sure to check out the new abilities as well. Okay, so we have now become a runt. So let's check out our abilities. Okay, so we've got the Transformation Mastery, we've got a Lunar Epiphany. So we've got some new abilities. We've got one more ability point. So we can do Voracious Hunger. This devours objects to satisfy hunger. We could do Hunter. We could learn how to hunt for food. The Will to Resist. Regain control while rampaging. This one is Sniff out information and treasure. And this one is to learn a howl that reduces fury. Okay, I think any of those last 3 actually could be really useful. I think let's start with this howl that will reduce fury, because we definitely have, you know, our fury increases, and once that increases, we rampage, which isn't necessarily a good thing. So we've also picked up the carnivore. I don't know what these are exactly. This sim has always had an appreciation for food. Unfortunately, this has a different meaning for werewolves. The sim must adhere to a very strict diet of fresh meat. Very fresh meat. Oh my. I wonder what that means exactly. All right, so we can do our somber howl, and let's see if that helps with what that does to our fury. Oh, that reduced it quite a bit. Okay, so that's a good thing. I'm assuming, though, that probably has a cooldown. How come we're not wearing clothes? All right, we fixed it, so Elliana will actually wear clothing while they are in werewolf form, which is a good thing. They definitely need to be able to like wear clothes. All right, so all that they really need to do now is experience a full moon, and so really it's just going to be a matter of like going through the motions to get to that point. Let's come over here though, and let's talk to Lou a little bit more and find out more about them. Let's ask about pack mentorship, because I'm not sure what that means. I want to find out a little bit more about like what this whole like pack thing is. And Lou is a little bit lower in the ranking, so I feel like they might be able to give us some ideas of how this is going to work. Not sure how I feel about the concept of fated mates, like one werewolf forever. That's a ton of commitment. Oh, interesting. Okay, so apparently that's a thing. Come to the bar with Lou. I wanted to kind of check this place out a little bit. We brought Lou with us because he is a pack mate of ours, and we could challenge them to a spar. Interesting. Challenge to a tug of war. Let's share our werewolf experiences a little bit. An interesting bar. Oh, this is the underground. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So this must be like the secret hangout of the werewolves. They can come down here. Oh, there's even a bed that they could sleep if they so desired. All right, that's kind of cool. So there's like this whole secret underground area here in the bar. That's kind of cool. And then this is like the bar part. As Elliana found their fated werewolf mate, every werewolf has one true love destined by the moon. We just flirted with Lou and we got that pop-up. Where is Lou? Oh, ooh, look, there's tunnels. Okay. All right, let's explore the underground tunnels. Oh my gosh, they are fated mates. Does that happen with like the first person that you flirt with as a werewolf? Or is it just like so happened that, oh my gosh, okay. All right. Apparently Lou Howell is our Sim's fated mate. I don't know how that happened, but like he's kind of cute. Maybe instead of exploring this, we should investigate that a little bit more. Okay, let's flirt with Lou a little bit and see what happens there. We're sniffing the air. I'm kind of intrigued by this. Fated mates. I don't know what that means. Let's get to know Lou a little bit. I mean, we don't even really know him very much. It's fate. Do you believe in fated love between werewolves? Because I sure do right now. Oh my gosh. Well, that feels like that happened really quickly. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. So Lou is a kleptomaniac. That's fine. And apparently Lou is our fated mate as a werewolf. Interesting. So I guess, my goodness. Okay. I'm kind of baffled by this development. Like that escalated quickly. I mean, we can already do a first kiss. Okay, let's try it. Let's have our first kiss with Lou Howell. We're really uncomfortable. We really have to pee and we're wet in our wet clothes, but we're kissing in the rain. Our first kiss and it was actually successful. This is kind of crazy. I'm kind of blown away by this. All right, so Lou, our fated mate. Who knew? All right, we're on to the next day. Elliana had quite an interesting experience yesterday as they discovered that Lou Howell is their fated mate. So that's apparently the werewolf that Elliana is like destined to be with is what it looks like. Now they're just eating some food. I'm not sure how that's going to go because they're considered a carnivore and we're supposed to adhere to a very strict diet of fresh meat, whatever that might mean. We may have to do that learn to hunt skill since carnivore is what we ended up with. And let's see, how are we doing? All right, our fury is starting to get a little bit full, but it looks like our somber howl we can't do all that often, so we'll have to use that sparingly. Oh no, we're very angry because we did not eat real meat. All right, so we're gonna need to figure that out. It looks like fish counted, so maybe Elliana will need to go fishing to get some real meat since we don't have the ability to hunt yet. That I think could be high on the list of what we need to work on. The other thing that I was thinking today is we could explore the tunnels a little bit. So we'll have Elliana read Bark magazine. Maybe that will give us some information that we don't already have about werewolves. I don't know if this will help us with like our points or our rank so that we can reach the next rank, which is prime. So that's what we're going to do right now is just read the magazine and then we'll do some exploring. Oh no, Elliana is very tense. The walls are closing in. Elliana needs to go outside right now. Oh, great. All right, so apparently we don't like being indoors for long periods of time and we need to go outside definitely right now because their fury is going up quite a bit. Oh my gosh. Maybe we need to get some outdoor seating so that doesn't happen. Our fury is getting kind of high and we can't do our howl yet. I'm not sure what exactly we can do to reduce that fury. So maybe exploring will be a good idea. It looks like we can explore the underground tunnels right here. So let's do that. And hopefully we can keep Elliana's fury in check a little bit, at least until we can do the howl again and bring that down. The underground. The entrance to the bunker is metal, but as Elliana travels onward, the tunnel twists underground and the pathway becomes dirt on all sides. After a few minutes of walking, Elliana realizes that this seemingly endless tunnel must lead deep beneath Moonwood Mill. Diverging paths. Elliana seems to come to a dead end, but before noticing a small ledge off to the side. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but Elliana manages to clamber up and finds a set of 3 different tunnels. The one that heads left seems littered with debris and gives off a rusty scent. The one in the middle smells a lot like garlic. Only the tunnel to the right has a pleasant odor, the smell of fresh air. Let's find the fresh air. Leaving the underground, the tunnel starts to snake around before heading upwards at a gradual incline. Eventually, light can be seen in the distance. The dirt walls give way to metal ones, and Elliana exits out of a bunker door. All right, so we're back outside now. That didn't really take us anywhere except back out. Let's go back down and see what else we can discover. All right, so finding the fresh air takes us back up to the top. Let's navigate the debris this time. Water leak. Drip, drip, drip. In the back of her mind, Elliana can hear a faint but steady dripping sound. It must be coming from one of the tunnel's many leaking pipes. We can continue or contemplate the dripping. We'll continue. The old mill. More than once, Elliana nearly trips on some old junk. It's too dark to make out what it is, even after coming across a large pile of old metal. Given how rusty it smells, it's probably safer to leave it alone since it's too dark to see. Tunnel thoughts. As Elliana is making her way through the tunnel, she starts making up a song in their head. Secret tunnel, secret tunnel. It's a catchy song. She'll have to remember it. Diverging paths. Elliana encounters a tiny chasm and hops across it. On the other side, the tunnel splits in 3. A faint melody, strange yet almost magical, seems to emanate from one of the paths. The next is littered with old rusted debris, and the final path carries the scent of fresh air. So I'm thinking if we find the fresh air, that's going to bring us out of the tunnels. So let's follow the magical melody. Leaving the underground, Elliana can make out some light ahead. It must be an exit. Continue. All right, we are out. All right, that didn't really do much for us, but we are scavenging the ground right now. How's our fury doing? All right, our fury is getting up there. Can we... Oh, we can do our somber howl. Let's do that because we definitely need to let go of some of this fury. Okay, that took it down a degree. Not great, but we'll just have to be really mindful of that so that we don't end up getting ourselves in trouble with it. I'm gonna go into build by and see if I can find some outdoor seating so that we can have Elliana sit outside to read werewolf books or read the magazine and maybe avoid that inside issue that happened that really took their rage up quite a bit. All right, I've placed this log right here that acts as like a love seat, I guess. So we'll have Elliana come over here and sit on that, and then we can read the magazine a little bit and see what we can learn from that. And we are a big sad werewolf from bellowing somberly. Although Elliana feels a little calmer, she can't help but feel a little sad after that howl. Oh, that's disappointing. All right, so let's sit here on this log and let's reread Bark magazine and see. Apparently our head is in the tree. All right, maybe we need to move that. I thought, oh, we can sit under the tree. That'll be fun, except our head is in the tree. All right. Well, I didn't see where reading the Bark magazine really did anything to improve our abilities or anything like that. So that maybe is not the best way to go. Okay, so it is a Thursday and it will be a full moon tonight, which means Elliana will get to experience her first full moon. Our fury is getting kind of full, so I'm thinking that we could potentially rampage with a full moon. I don't know what more we can really do about that. But since Elliana really likes to work out a lot, and I feel like bumping up their fitness skill would be really beneficial for her with the pack, I think what we'll do is we'll go over to the pack headquarters and we will do some working out. Maybe we'll even interact with Lou a little bit. We can romance them a little. Oh, we can growl seductively at Lou. Oh my gosh, we can woohoo with Lou if we so desire. But let's give Lou a kiss because they're our mate. I'm kind of curious to see what it looks like when werewolves kiss. All right, let's find out what it's like to kiss Lou if we can. We're just gonna ignore Rory. Oh, there's a werewolf kiss. Pacify unlocked. Elliana has learned how to calm other werewolves on the brink of rampage. Rock on. Elliana has been promoted to the rank of Delta in the Wild Fangs. So we can now pack mentor and discipline interactions can be performed on lower ranking pack mates. And then the Fury Field non-conformity poster has been added to Elliana's inventory and is also available for purchase. Okay, so we have reached Delta rank in the Wild Fangs. That's cool. I don't know how we are able to see our rank. Okay, we are deeply connected to Lou. They are our fated mate. Go figure. Who knew? All right, what's this? Oh, we've got promoted. Okay, so let's come over here and work out. I'm still a little unclear on exactly how you end up like gaining rank within the pack. I wish that there was like something that like that was part of your simology or something like that that told you a little bit about your pack, but I don't see that anywhere, which is a little confusing to me, like how we go about improving things. Apparently fire dancing is like the thing to do. We're not very good at it, but it's the thing to do. So it is almost a full moon attack. And I think that with everything that has happened so far in this episode, we're going to end it here for today. And next time when we come back, we're going to fully explore what that full moon is going to be that should take us further along in our Werewolf Initiate aspiration. And I think celebrating the full moon in our next episode is the way to go. Thank you all for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye.